ago in Dino Valley, lived a small yet super curious dinosaur named Danny the Deinonychus. Danny wasn't the biggest dinosaur in Dino Valley. In fact, he was one of the tiniest. And he wasn't the strongest or the smartest either. But what Danny lacked in size and smarts, he made up for with the biggest heart of them all. One sunny morning, Danny decided to explore beyond his usual stomping grounds. As he walked along a path near the river, he heard a soft peep. Peep! He stopped and looked around. At first, he couldn't figure out where the sound was coming from. Then he noticed something under a bush. It was a big spotted egg, all alone. Peep! It said again. Danny looked around. There was no mother dinosaur in sight. So he had only one choice. Don't worry, little egg, Danny said. I may not be the biggest or strongest dinosaur, but I have a big heart. I'll help you find your home. Danny carefully rolled the egg onto a big leaf and set off down the path. As he walked, he heard a loud voice say, Well, what do we have here? A lost baby dino? Danny turned and saw it was Rex the Raptor, the biggest bully in Dino Valley. Rex was known for stealing other dinos' eggs and then gobbling them up. And now he was eyeing the egg Danny was carrying. Give it here, Rex demanded. Danny stood in front of the egg, blocking Rex's view. No way! I'm gonna find its mommy, even if it takes me forever. With that, Danny ran off as fast as he could. He searched everywhere, but there wasn't another dinosaur in sight. Just when he started to feel a little discouraged, he saw a familiar shape in the distance. It was Trixie the Triceratops. She was one of the biggest herbivores in Dino Valley, with sharp horns on her nose and frills around her neck. Danny quickly waddled over to her. Excuse me, Trixie, Danny asked. Have you seen a dinosaur who lost her egg? Maybe a saurian mother? Trixie took a big bite of leaves and said without looking at Danny, maybe. You see, I haven't been paying attention. My eggs are back at the nest, and they're all exactly the same. No way I can keep track of which is which. You'll have better luck asking Bronto the Brachiosaurus. She's got such a good memory. Why, she knows how many leaves sprouted in every part of Dino Valley last spring. With a grateful nod, Danny hurried off to find Bronto. He walked past bushes taller than he was, trees wider than 3 dinos stacked on top of each other, and huge boulders heavier than a herd of ankylosaurus. Finally, he spotted Bronto munching on leaves high up in the trees. Her long neck towered over everything, and she must have been the tallest dinosaur in Dino Valley. Excuse me, Bronto, Danny called. Have you seen a dinosaur who lost her egg? Maybe a saurian mother? Bronto took a big bite of leaves and said, maybe, but with so many faces around here, I can't remember every detail. I saw a saurian mom nearby this morning, but she was headed to the volcano. You know how she is, always sniffing around that place. Danny knew just how Bronto felt. He, too, was curious about the volcano, but he didn't want to get distracted. So with a grateful nod, he hurried off toward the smoky volcano. As he walked, he heard a loud, "Hello there." Danny turned and saw a dinosaur unlike any he'd ever met before. This dinosaur had plates of armor running down its back, and each plate ended in a tall, spiked tail. Excuse me, Danny asked, But have you seen a dinosaur who lost her egg? Maybe a saurian mother? The dinosaur grunted and said, "No idea. But I think my friend Spike might know something. He saw a nest near the volcano. You can't miss it. All the nests look alike, except for Spike's. His has more spikes." Spike then stomped off, and Danny hurried after him. The walk to the volcano seemed to take forever. Danny had to climb over huge rocks, cross muddy pits, and almost stepped on a sneaky Allosaurus trying to hide. Finally, he saw Spike the Stegosaurus. Like Bronto, he was one of the older dinosaurs in Dino Valley. Unlike Bronto, he was also very grumpy. Danny slowly approached him. Excuse me, Spike?" Danny asked. "But have you seen a dinosaur who lost her egg? Maybe a saurian mother?" Spike took a big sniff and grunted. Yeah, I saw her near my nest, grumbling to herself, probably looking for that stupid egg. But my nest is full of spikes. How's a poor guy supposed to find anything around here?" Danny suddenly remembered the sneaky raptor, Rex. He had wanted that egg, and he knew how much trouble Rex had caused in the past. Could he really be hiding somewhere near the volcano? If Danny could stop Rex from stealing the egg, he would become the greatest hero in Dino Valley. So that's exactly what he did. Danny dashed toward Rex's cave, the egg bouncing gently on the leaf. As he neared the entrance, he heard Rex's voice. "Did someone say egg? Hand it over, Danny. You know I love eggs." Danny peeked into the cave. Sure enough, Rex was eyeing the egg. But next to him sat a pile of dino poop. Danny quickly dropped the egg into the pile. "Ha ha!" Danny shouted. "You win this round, Rexy. Next time, you won't catch me." Danny hurried away, dodging sharp rocks and prickly bushes until he finally reached Spike's nest. There, sitting among the spikes, was a saurian mother. She was sniffing the air with a worried expression on her face. "Excuse me," Danny said, "but are you looking for an egg? Maybe a big spotted one?" The mother's eyes widened. "My baby egg. I've been looking everywhere." "Oh, thank you, Danny." Then she gently picked up the egg, cradled it close, and hurried off to her nest. Soon, Danny heard the most beautiful sound, a tiny baby dino chirping. He smiled wide. He knew he had done something great. From that day on, everyone in Dino Valley called him Danny the Dino Hero. The end. If you liked the story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun and heartwarming adventures every week.